Thank you, Sudha, and good evening, everyone. What I'm going to do is spend the next few minutes talking about what we are doing at FFE to bring in the transformational change in the lives of our students and whom we are supporting. How we are bringing a holistic development of the students, how we are able to leverage various different partners we have in the ecosystem to bridge the gaps which the students have, and how the alumni are doing extremely well. So you've seen Anirudh Roy and you've seen Anjali. They are typical scholars. In India, the courses which we support, about every year, 4.5 million people apply for the entrance examination for 200,000 seats. So they're really in the top 4%, 3% of merit. So they're very meritorious, but what we realized is that there are gaps which need to be bridged from a soft skills perspective, and you've seen from the background where they're coming, they need guidance. So that's what we've been able to put in through a Beyond Scholarship program. Can you have a next slide, Puneet? So what we identified that there are gaps which need to be bridged in. Thanks to Michael and Suzil Dell Foundation, about 6-7 years back, we put in this program called Beyond Scholarship Program. We identified the gaps, bridging the gaps between English, communications, aptitude, some technical training programs which are not taught in the college, but the employers are looking for. We are leveraging the partnership which we have with several corporates to be able to bridge the industry and academia gap. Today, we have curated webinars from top leaders from the technology field, be it Microsoft, Google, SAP, or manufacturing setups like Wabtec, Ajibilla Group companies, or aerospace from Collins Aerospace, and also several doctors and fraternities who are specializing in their area. We recently had some webinar from doctor here with robotics in surgery. I think all these things, when student gets in their second and third year of the graduation, that's what is bridging the gap between industry and academia. We've heard it several times that their students are not ready for getting into the job immediately. That's what we're trying to bridge. We're trying to bring in the collaborations there to be able to bridge that gap between industry and academia. In addition to that, the students get mentored one-on-one with experienced professionals from the industry. So in the third year, they spent anywhere between 3 to 6 months with someone who's seen there, been there, actually doing the work. That change, what we have brought in, is bringing about a transformational change. Last year, the students who graduated, their average salaries were 11.88 lakhs. The average salary was 11.8. When they started the journey, the family average income was 1.3 lakhs. That's the 10x change which all of you are helping us to bridge that in. And once they do that, they're out of the cycle of poverty and they really do well for themselves. So, I mean, as organizations are taking it to the next level, thank you. Organizations are taking this to the next level. Some of the corporates who have started working with, I give an example of Amazon. So Amazon is also, I mean, one of the top employer, most sought after in the campuses, in engineering campuses. What they've done is try to bridge the gap through actually having a series of boot camps in the second year. Very proud to say that 55% of interns intake this year by Amazon is by FFE scholars. 55% of Amazon interns have been through FFE scholars. So with all this is where we're trying to bridge the gap between industry and academia, and that's not all. The people who are going that extra mile are aspirational people. We have a leadership training program, entrepreneurship training programs as well. To give an example of the leadership training program, I was just talking to a student who just graduated, Shraddha Pawar. She imbibed this leadership training program, Finding a Leader in You, and then attributes a lot of her success to the program. She's just graduated and joined Adobe. She was an intern there, and they got a pre-placement offer of 47 lakhs is her starting salary. And she's from anyone like Anjali, probably actually a small little town, a village from Maharashtra. You can Google her up. Shraddha Pawar, FFE scholar, she has 63,000 followers on Facebook, on LinkedIn, basically trying to help students. So that's the leadership qualities also we are trying to build in. So in addition to the various different training programs, there are aspirational training programs, taking the people to the next league while they are graduating. So move to the next slide, please. So these are some of the partners who have been working with us for over a decade or so. Representative examples are there, I mean, more than 100 corporates. The next slide as well. So one thing we are really passionate about at FFE, or really happy about, is how the alumni are shaping up. And in some of the awards and recognitions we've been receiving every year. So is our alumni. So there is a, go to the next slide, please. There's a concept of circle of giving at FFE where every student takes a pledge while they are scholars that when they settle down themselves, they'll support 2 such scholars. That's become a momentum. Last year alone, FFE alumni has contributed $950,000 directly, indirectly to the students, and all of them going to the supporting of the students. So that's become a momentum by itself, which we are very proud of. And some of the alumni here, please feel free, take time to interact with them. So Prabhu was there in India in August, and we did have a small get-together with some of our alumni there. And what happened in that room was magical. I've never experienced anything like that in 50 years of my existence. The alumni having the gratitude, there's celebrations of how success they made, the gratitude of giving back, and then the purpose of actually the real citizenship. So while it was not a formal affair, what we did was we picked some bits and bytes of the event which has happened there. I just want to play it to you to just get a feel of how well they have settled, and actually the gratitude they have on giving back as well. Can we play that AV, please?
I think FFE was really instrumental in helping me get through a very difficult phase of our family. And yeah, I think I was an FFE scholar for about 7 years, and that's a really long time for... Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Yeah, once I became a pilot, and quite literally, the very first paycheck that I got, from that, I donated to FFE. And that is something that, I'm very proud to do. Even when every single time that I've adopted a scholar, I've selected that option of, it has to be a girl child, that I want to sponsor personally because of my experiences, because of all the discrimination that, I have faced and that I have had to overcome. So yeah, I'm just really happy to be a part of a circle in which I'm able to help so many more people, just like how FFE helped me. So thank you.
I actually started contributing to the community impact team of PayPal as a volunteer. I used to spend hours and hours volunteering because PayPal also had a matching fund whenever you volunteer, every $10 for every hour that you volunteer. So I wanted to gather all that I could and contribute back to FFE. I was a living testament to where I come from, the organization that supported me, and I just had to put a word to all the leaders up above me in the ladder in the PayPal, and I just had to tell them, hey, there is this organization and I come from the organization. That is the kind of person that the FFE has made me realize the power of philanthropy, and I owe everything to FFE for the kind of person that I am. It has really shaped me to all my years of college. So very, very thankful. And I just had to tell them, hey, I'm from FFE, and they were like, okay, we are getting this organization.
He was just saying was the butterfly effect, it's like every single life that you have touched through FFE, that person takes the effort to touch so many more lives, and it keeps compounding, and it's beautiful.
Apart from being active donor, I do a lot of awareness and fundraisers within Microsoft as part of annual giving campaign. So we have this matching grant in Microsoft where whatever money you contribute, Microsoft also matches it. I encourage everyone to contribute to FFE. I match that amount, and then that gets matched by Microsoft.
Wow.
So
I cannot explain in words how FFE has helped me. During my graduation, my house was broken down in a storm, and my mother was a housemaker. She was a housemaid, and she used to work about 3 to 4 houses a day. And And it's especially very difficult in a family where there are 3 girl children, and I'm the youngest, and I graduated in my family the first time, and like in my whole of my family line, and they're very proud of me. Like they just said, you know, that intervention was so very necessary in my life that it did make me amazing, is what I feel. Next time when you see me on this very stage, I will be proudly saying that I'm a donor for FFE as well. And that's a great dream for me to achieve.
Well, she kept her promise. This was done 2 months back. This was done 2 months back, and she started contributing, adopting a partial scholar from last month. And the Nagashri, extremely talented. She graduated last year. She has 3 patents filed on her name. 3 patents. And they're mixing the technology and medicine together, and it's amazing. I mean, 8 journals in top-notch journals. So the small little intervention, but a significant intervention all of you are making makes a huge difference in the lives of the people. So thank you very much. On behalf of FFE India Trust, I really thank each and every one of you. Good evening. Jeff.